am not only a formerly combat rescue trained practical comparative theologist, I am also a surviving child victim and expert witness. Now, if there's any doubt in your mind, I am a fully functional adult. But what do you call any surviving child who survives long enough? It might even be argued that surviving something like that robs you of a childhood. Racism disqualifies one as a rational authority, okay? It's not necessarily a crime in and of itself. It means you're crazy. It means that you can't be relied upon because, given the authority, you might misuse it. You have an irrational fear or hatred of that race. If it's every race but your own, it might further be argued that you have an irrational fear or hatred of your own race. Racism, xenophobia, it means phobia. Technically, it's a medical condition. But it can't be racist if it's true. I'm not saying all black people eat little redhead kids. I'm saying Tanzania made headlines for because gingers have magic properties. The Congo eats people to celebrate victory. And if God didn't want us to say Nigeria, he'd have called it something else. Not just going to call me a racist as pretense to prevent me from contacting Washington. Who do you work for? Idi Dada Amin, the last king of Scotland. Well, what does that mean? Exactly what did they have in mind when they said he would be the last king of Scotland? Scotland, when you leaving? So we have abolition of slavery in this country, which is an abomination to any slave of the prophet. If you worship the messenger of Allah, you don't like abolition. If you have no grasp of the concept of the Magna Carta, you don't like abolition. So I'm going on and on about the Bill of Rights, and people are acting like they can just deny me my First Amendment based on the idea that I'm a racist. And it's like, who isn't? Who's not racist at all? That sounds like something a racist would say, but I just scientifically defined racism. What have you ever done for this country? People have become enamored with the idea that anytime we call out someone matching your description, we're racist. Or that you could just call us racist like it's a countersuit, like it's a spontaneous just get out of jail free card, or like you feel better about whatever behavior. I disagree with the practice of just scapegoating some black guy. I prefer justice. And when I speak for some Palestinian carrying his dead kid and I'm like, hey, look, there's a piece of art, don't act like I'm a Palestinian sympathizer. Whose side are you on? There's no religion up there. The people deciding whether or not, like, just to send refugees here, like we have no say in the matter. They have no religion. And that's the whole point of their thing, is the idea that they're the hand of God, like it's their decision. They don't believe in God. They're stupid. They're too stupid. We were created in the image of an omnipotent and eternal creator. You are an embarrassment to him. Now, who am I talking about? You cannot ban waterboarding. It's not torture. Torture's bad. Torture causes phobia, an irrational fear or hatred. An irrational fear or hatred of water would be hydrophobia. Rabies, which is always fatal. Perfectly rational to be afraid of the Navy SEALs. If you're a tango, guys, we're not affiliated. Do not let them penalize your account. I swear to Christ, I'll kill us all. You cannot ban waterboarding. It's in the Bible. How come they get all the freedom of religion? So there's no rational argument for banning waterboarding. Oh, the UN doesn't like it. Now we've got people impersonating their betters and doing terrible things. And then the bill comes back to Washington and some idiot signs it. And now it has to be true. First, do no harm. Or you're not a doctor. Your opinion is noted. Like, there's a complaint box over by the doorman, but the adults are having a conversation. Waterboarding is a life-saving medical procedure. I got nerve gassed in high school. homos and fucking retards are following little boys around for decades trying to cover up raping them in surgery. Jinglehead zombie apocalypse trying to make up some reason I deserved it. Like you can't be in charge and solve crimes. You can never win the war with sheer brutality. You can't just teach them a lesson. First, do no harm, and you've already won. Department of State ships under color of law. It doesn't matter what's in the box. The box is going where I'm going. Genetically engineered, genetically modified organisms, food, was originally approved so we could feed Africa, not so we could die of obesity, while they force them to rob, rape, and frame us and entrap us or starve. Who is minding the store? I stood up for Bradley Manning for two reasons. Number one, human rights. If you can deny them to this group of people. Number two, there's no way he did it. The real killer's still out there. Give these people an inch, they take a mile. Human rights, what's that? Like, they don't even register. Oh, they freed him because he's gay. 15 years in the brig for something he couldn't have possibly done on his own. No real opportunity to speak to us about it. They gave him a sex change operation on the public dime. Now he's definitely gay. There's no arguing with that. He got a sex change operation. What do you mean you want to talk to him? Well, because it appears there was some kind of confusion, what with me not being gay, so it wouldn't be the first time you were wrong, sir, ma'am, other. Why is everybody so certain that they want these particular faggots to stay in charge? What's it to you? Patriotism? What about not getting our troops killed to begin with? It was that guy. Maybe it was that guy. As long as he's gay, nobody can say anything.